Hello, and welcome back to Let's Play To The Moon. Last time we left off, we were fighting a squirrel. That was a bit unusual. So now we're at the foot of this kind of mysterious lighthouse, and after we saw what was in Johnny's basement, that was a little bit creepy. So let's head on in and see what's there. Wait, what's that over there? Talking about this. In memory of River E. Wiles. River Wiles, huh? Was she John's wife? Dunno. Come on, the lighthouse is right there. Well, let's head on in. This is getting a bit creepy, actually. There's a grave and everything. It's a bit dark in here. Sheesh, they don't even have elevators? Ah, come on, Watts. Don't be lazy. Oh. This is it. Let's have a look around. Seems to be something special about this rabbit here. This blue one. A multicolored paper rabbit. Hey, this wasn't here when you came last week. Oh yeah, Johnny must have come up here before he fell ill again. 2 colours, huh? Am I the only one who's a little bit creeped out by these, though? Yeah, you are. Yep. What the? Someone's calling me. Ah, I should have guessed. Yeah, we're coming. Blah blah blah. Alright, let's head back. As for this... Received paper rabbit. What the cactus were you doing? Burning ants with a magnifying glass. Using moonlight? Okay, I was taking a nap then. God, it's so hard to be a smartass now these days. You're pretty good at being half of it. Oh, so sick. Your helmet's on the couch. Get it on. We're going in. Yeah. Well, let's talk to the kids first. Oh. You gonna take another nap, Neil? Guess we can't talk to the kids. Maybe we can talk to the doctor? Oop. Go on. I'll watch over his physical conditions through the procedure. By the way, I'm curious. How does it work? Do you just write him another life? Like a novel? I'd like an explanation. What? No, I'm no novelist. We can't just write out an entire life manually. There are way too many dimensions. Then how do you do it? It's mainly the machine that does the doing. Naturally, since we aren't paid enough to get our hands dirty. In a nutshell, our job is to travel through his memories as early as possible. And when we do, we would then transfer his registered desire of going to the moon to the reconstruction of the world and himself at that early state. And with the help of a wiki of data and his own, the machine would then simulate a simulate a rerun. Except this time, he'll have his motivation of registered desire with him all his life. See, you'd be depending on him fulfilling his own wish by simply having the desire to. How could that be? Everyone has an ambition for things, but most don't accomplish them. That's because in the real world, ambitions fluctuate and fade. People start things with a passion, but they eventually lose that initial drive and slow down. But imagine if you were locked in that initial push throughout your entire life, never wavering. It's more powerful than it seems. That being said, no ambition is going to help a dead man, so I'd better go get started. Oh, of course, sorry. Okay, so I guess basically what the gist of it is, it's a little bit like if you've seen the movie Inception, it's a little bit like that. I guess you go back and you plant this sort of desire in you know, in someone's life, in their memories, back in their childhood, and yeah, you basically just plant that desire in them, and then hopefully that will manifest itself, and they'll be able to live sort of vicariously in their memories, at least. Or at least that's the idea behind this gadget, and what Eva and Watts do. So let's get to it. Your helmet's on the couch. Chop chop. Ooh, this is we're just partners, right? It's a bit close for comfort. I'm a little bit flustered. That's much better. Where is the couch? Here? Ah, okay. Alright, let's initiate. Ready or not, here it goes. And I guess this is what this machine is, whatever it's called. Oh, so this kind of has this faded look, so I guess we're still in this house, and it appears that we're at his later stage of his life. It looks like we can't access his earliest memories just yet, so we'll have to sort of work our way backwards through time, or at least his life. Anyway, this should be our last accessible memory. Disable speech for all except Johnny. Done. Let's get it. At any time, you can view your position in time by moving the mouse towards the top of the screen. So we can see his life stages here, I guess. Johnny is an old man, is a slightly less old fellow, as adult, as a teenager or / young adult, as an older child, and as a very small child. So let's see, that's 6 different stages of life that we sort of have to go through. So let's get to it, and let's see what's changed in this sort of it's not a dream world, but it is his memories. So let's see what's changed and what's different. Perhaps things aren't so different in this one because it's so close to his, it's so close to the present day. It appears that he had already written this song for his wife. Perhaps we should go outside and just have a look what's what. Perhaps we go to the lighthouse? It seemed to be quite significant. Oh. Johnny? What a pleasant surprise. We don't get many visitors around here. My name is Dr. Eva Rosalene, and this is Dr. Van Matterhorn, Dr. Lorenzo von Matterhorn, Dr. Neil Watts. Are you familiar with the Sigmund Agency of Life Regeneration? Oh, are you two from the agency? How convenient. I've just been thinking of calling you. Lily, get us some tea, please. Oh? Lily? Actually, you've already called us. Ooh. We're here to fulfill a contract from a relative future. Careful there. If you slip off the cliff, we're gonna have to reload this memory. Watch it, Neil. Show some respect. It's just a program, you know? I know, but this is his last accessible memory, and we need its cooperation. Worst comes to worst, we can just reboot it. Why would you waste time like that? You are here to take me to the moon, aren't you? Yes, John. I suppose I had a good run. Not good enough, it seems. Oh, come on, Watts. Leave the old man alone. So, can you do it? Can you take me to the moon? We can't, but you might be able to. Why do you want to go there? I don't know. It's fine. You can tell us. It's essential for helping us to get you there. Do you want the fame? The money? You've got to have a motive. I'm sorry, but I really don't know. I just do. I can already tell this is going to be a pain in the ass. Nevertheless, Johnny, here's what we will do. We need to get to your childhood, but it is too distant to do so in one memory hop. Thus, we will need to traverse through your memories with gradual backward leaps, which you've already given us the permission to do in the relative future. Once we lay down the waypoints in your childhood memories for direct access, we will return here. That's when you'll need us to help us influence your childhood you want to become an astronaut, or to get in a giant catapult. The point is, you'll need to have more than to say, "I just don't know." As long as you can take me to the moon, I will cooperate in any way possible. Good. Now, in order to leap to a memory, we need an item that is of importance to you. Do you have a memento of some sort to get us started? That'll do. Well, shall we? Ladies first. Alright, so, yeah. First off, sorry about... You may or may not have heard that, that sort of rumbling in the background. I think it was a helicopter or something going by. Can't control the weather. But, yeah. It seems that, you know, what... Dr. Watts and Dr. Rosalene here, as I said before, we need to traverse through Johnny's memories to sort of go back and access his earlier memories, but he can't seem to remember why he wants to go to the moon in the first place. Is he just going senile, or is this perhaps some, you know, other motive at play here? Perhaps he doesn't even want to tell us. Anyway, let's just try and grab this blue rabbit here and let's get going. Received note. Moon. We'll need to prepare this memento first. Yep, let's do it. Complete the memento. Click the orbs to flip pieces. Okay. So we need to make an orb, isn't it? Oh, I see. Need it all blue, not white. The memento can now be accessed for traversal. Now I will say, some of these puzzles in this game are going to probably stump me for a little bit, so I'll probably just cut or speed it up. That one was pretty easy because it's the first one. But yeah, looks like we need to implant this desire into for him to go for Johnny to go to the moon. What do we do now? Do I just touch the rabbit again? Let's try that. Let's activate. Wait, what about my privacy? We'll try not to violate what we can avoid, but in most cases it can't be helped. Well, I guess that makes sense because you are looking at every single one of their memories, which does have some rather unfortunate implications, but you know, I guess you have to trust the with professionals here to be as confidential as possible. let's go. Johnny seems to have a lot of his rabbits around, but the house seems very bare. There he is playing that song again. Turn off visibility and interactivity. It'd be messy to be seen. Yeah, happy? Jeez, I forgot to ask him about all these rabbits. This is creeping me out. We probably should have checked his record for psychopathy first. Or psychopathy, I guess you could say. What the? Did he hear me? That's impossible. It's probably just a part of his memory. Then I stand by my point. Anyway, quit blubbering and get some memento here to hop from. Oh, seems like Johnny's not very happy. Yeah, the first thing I noticed about this house is that it's much like the one that we have in the present, but we are a little bit further back in the past. So we were about here last time, and so this must be a little bit earlier in his life, but not that much further. But the thing is, I don't see any furniture here. So did they just build this house recently, and we have nothing to furnish it with? Let's leave that umbrella for later and check upstairs. Ah, yeah. So it is a little bit different. Those paintings aren't there. Let's have a look here. Okay, so we tried to interact with that Johnny there, and things seem to have moved around. So let's check out this jar first. A glass bottle of pickled olives. I hate this stuff. What's the hate? It's pickled olive. Exactly. Oh, okay. So I will explain this little thing when we come to it, but just for now, just keep that in mind. Let's check out this backpack. An old and patched up backpack. What is this? 1,000,000 years old? I guess we'll find out. Let's have a look at this bookshelf. A selection of readings from medical journals. Interesting. Was Johnny or his wife River a doctor or some kind of medical professional? I don't know. We'll have to find out. The Emperor's New Clothes by Hans Christian Andersen. We're racking up these olives pretty quickly. Let's have a look at these flowers. Seems we can interact with those. Fresh wildflowers. Don't. If we have to explain our presence to him in every memory, I'd go crazy. Don't tempt me. Another thing I haven't really commented on just yet is the sort of relationship of our two sort of main characters here, Eva and Neil. Seem to have the kind of typical love-hate kind of relationship that you have with some people in your life. I know I have a few people like that. Let's check out this rabbit now. A multicolored paper rabbit. Well, aren't you special, having two colours while all your siblings look like they drowned in bleach? What's that? You think you're really creepy? Why yes, I agree! It is very creepy, I will give you that. Just having, just this man in a house with all these white paper rabbits everywhere. And then there's that platypus again. I wonder what's the deal with that. Well anyway, let's try and check out this umbrella here. Ooh. Memento detected. What is this? Oh, I see. Yep. So, basically the way that the game sort of works is that we have these mementos or memories, and we as we go through as we traverse through his memories, we pick up these kind of orbs here by looking at his mementos. We'll have a look at this clock here. We'll see if a note about the clock, and our last orb here. So once we have all these orbs, we can sort of go a little bit back further in memory, as it was explained here, memory links, and we can now travel with the memento. So this memento here will allow us to go back in his memory a little bit further, and yeah, so basically we have to look around and interact with all the scenery and objects and things like that, and go back into his memory. So let's just check out the notes just quickly. So we have a clock here. The clocks in Johnny's house never tick. And the moon, that was in our previous section with on the cliffside when we were talking to Johnny, which is our objective. The moon in Johnny's memory is full. Here are items. I won't read through all of these. If you want to have a quick look at them, you can just pause the video. And it looks like Johnny's condition is still quite stable. But I think that'll do it for now for this video. In the next part we'll try and break through this memento here, and we'll try and access a later memory. But yeah, very mysterious still. Johnny is a man who seems like a nice guy, but he seems like he has quite a unusual and kind of checkered past, almost. What is all these rabbits, and you know, what's the story behind that, and the platypus and all that sort of stuff. But anyway, I will catch you guys next time. Goodbye.